All right, y'all, welcome back. So on this one, a lot of people been hitting me up wanting me to react to this video. I had kind of seen a second of it online, but I just wasn't sure, what was really up. Yeah,
I
all
don't
right,
know
y'all.
how
So we
black people
got
got so
the
gay.
video title Straight Light Skinned Man Says DL Men Are Dark Skinned. DL men are dark skinned, plus black people hate on gays. Okay, that's a weird title, but all right, this is posted by Giselle A. Wallace. I see that she is a part of the community, so yeah, let's see what she got to say real quick. All right, so let's see what light skinned, curly, long hair got to say about this. Let's go.
I can't be the only heterosexual dude that be dealing with these fucking DL dudes. I can't be, bro. I can't be. This shit is out of hand, bro. I hate you motherfuckers, B. I hate you motherfuckers. Straight up, I hate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say this. Dallas, Atlanta, Dallas, Texas, Atlanta, Georgia, and Columbus, Ohio were the three worst cities when it came to DL motherfuckers. At least Atlanta, I was only there a couple days. I realized, I just can't live here. I'm cool, bro. But at least some of them, or most of them motherfuckers, was openly gay.
All right, so now 100, just my first reaction. He's definitely being honest and keeping it a buck because his type is definitely what a lot of niggas go for. He got the literal aesthetic, the light skin, long, pretty curly hair. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the soft features. He got what niggas be going for when it's on some DL shit, and he'll pull all kind of masculine niggas, especially like femboys. Of course, gonna fuck with him. Anybody gonna fuck with him, but he's gonna pull a lot of mass dudes. So yeah, let's see what he got to say.
You see what I'm saying? I can respect y'all more. But if you're DL, you're a fucking coward, bro. And if it was up to me, if you was ever caught in a relationship with a woman, you were fucking like if she didn't know you swing both ways, you was a fruit cup, a toucan Sam, you get murked, bro. Straight up. You're out of here, buddy. You're fucking out of here. I don't give a fuck. Y'all scared to be who you want to be. You're cowards. You're work. What's the point in sharing a space with somebody that's scared to be who they want to be? Because, bro, there's women out here that don't care that you're gay, and they'll be in a relationship with you. They can wear the little dildos and bust it from the back or do whatever the fuck I do. They're okay with that. There's women out here that want to dominate women or dudes like you. You understand what I'm saying? Be with them. Don't be with a woman that wants to be with a straight dude. And y'all be hiding behind this shit. A lot of these motherfuckers that be hitting on me, bro, like on the slide with families and shit, bro, they got gold in their mouth and they dark skin or brown skin, bro. Them motherfuckers, I'm telling you, them motherfuckers, y'all dangerous, B. I be looking at y'all sideways. Y'all act like the light-skinned dudes with the long hair be gay. Bro, I ain't never in my motherfucking life saw a light-skinned dude with long hair that was gay, bro. Or DL.
Because they don't go for him. You know what I'm saying? Like they're the same kind. Most light-skinned, long-haired dudes or most light-skinned dudes like to go for dark dudes. Most dark dudes like to go for light dudes. Of course, a lot of dudes will just like whoever they like and not care about the color as well, so it doesn't always play a part. But in a lot of these stereotypical ways, yes, that's true. So I believe him. Yeah.
I ain't never been hit on them. And I've seen, bro, this shit been happening to me since I was 15, bro.
Yep.
Like, I got stories, but I don't think a lot of us talk about that shit. And I'm going to start exposing y'all, bro, because I can't fight all y'all. There's been times, bro, I busted lips, broke eye sockets. Like, I've really got into it with these motherfuckers, bro. Like, dead ass. To the point, honestly, I got involved into some street shit before over this shit, dog. I'm telling you, because some of them be these little hood dudes, you know what I mean, gangs, bro. Big.
Now, what I will say, 100, if he was to ever give a nigga like me this energy, like if I go to have a dialogue or conversation with a dude and I'm just being myself and I'm trying to spit game or whatever, and he was to respond to me on some homophobic, aggressive, angry shit, I'm beating the fuck out of him. And I promise y'all, I've always waited for that. They never give that energy though. Every time I try to spit, and every time I did, if they wasn't fucking with it, they'll just be like, oh, nah, bro, I don't fuck, I don't get it down like that or something like that. They don't do all this angry shit, because if they ever did, nigga, I'm hopping out on that ass, nigga. You getting beat up, like, straight up. drag beat up too. Like, I don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're not gonna do is make me feel like my existence is disgusting and I shouldn't be. God made me. I'm here and I have the right to be just like everybody else. So if a woman hollered at you and she was big and ugly and you wasn't attracted to her, you would just simply express you wasn't interested. That's the same thing you do to a nigga. Because at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. Your pride and your ego can get you fucked up. So just remember that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let's continue.
Cause I die over some shit like that. I'm cool. But I'm just telling you, okay. I can't do it, bro. It's too many of these motherfuckers. And I don't know if they batting averages be too high to where they just super comfortable doing it, but I fucking hate y'all, bro. I can't stand y'all big ass Toucan Sam, Fruit Loop ass, bro. I hate you.
So he's a bitch ass nigga, basically. Niggas hollering at him make him feel soft on the inside. Well, instead of him just taking it like a compliment and taking it like, you know what, and understanding logically, get your feelings out of it. Look at logic. You're a light-skinned Pocahontas looking nigga, like the male version of Pocahontas. What the fuck did you think? Like, it adds up. 1 + 1 = 2. Just because you're a male and you have male equipment doesn't mean that you're supposed to just be automatically not desired by men just because. Nigga, get up out your feelings. Like, it's not that deep. And niggas are not sexually harassing you because they're spitting their game. I want all straight dudes to know that. Just a nigga finding you attractive and he don't know if you gay or not, because hella niggas is masculine and gay, hella niggas is feminine and they straight, and we be thinking that they gay and they don't be. You know what I'm saying? Like Stephon Diggs types niggas. We be thinking that them niggas be gay. If I was to see that nigga out on the street or at the club somewhere, and anywhere downtown or something, and I was just on my single shit, and it was just like that, I would literally think I could go and approach this nigga. So y'all gotta understand what's going on out here. We can't even tell the difference. So that's how you need to understand, like, okay, it's not like they harassing me, but you gotta open up your mind. You gotta get out your feelings. You way too in your feelings, and you way too egotistical and prideful about this shit, like, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's given like he done been, you know, touched behind his will or something. I think a lot of straight dudes who react like this to gay people, I feel like these dudes, you know, y'all gotta realize a lot of dudes have been molested and not everybody turned out gay. A lot of them niggas was the opposite. They just became super homophobic because they was touched beyond their will and everything. So there's levels to this. It gets deeper than what the rabbit hole really show, you know? You just never know. So that's what his energy is giving. I don't know if that's the case, but what I will say is that all of his anger and energy needs to be, you know, self-reflected on, because you can't control other people's motives and other people's actions. You can only control yourself. So you can't stop niggas from hollering at you, cuz like no matter how much you want to get angry, say it as loud as you want, with as much conviction as you want to. My nigga, it's gonna happen because of what you look like. It's a compliment at the end of the day. You get to pick of the litter. So learn how to take shit to your advantage and stop always being so small-minded, beta male syndrome, status quo, degenerate mindset. And you don't even look like one of them niggas. And you up here trying to fit in with YNs and shit. That's what be cracking me up. Like, there's so many YNs that would wish that they could look like you. Them niggas would go be a model or something. You up here trying to fit in with the fucking ugly ass little NBA young boys and shit. Like, nigga, you got way more potential, and you up here slandering it because you over here mad because you pretty, nigga. Like, the fuck out of here. Let's continue.
The brother had a lot to say. And I will just say that his experience is his experience. Who am I to say that he is lying, or who am I to say that he doesn't really go through what he's going through? And I actually think it was great.
It's like not wrong for niggas to get hollered at. I'm sick of y'all with this. Women, straight niggas and shit. Oh, you disrespecting me. Oh, that don't got nothing to do with you because a nigga hollered at you. It just means that you're attracted to that nigga and he was spitting his game. We're not about to be backed into a corner to make feel like we're fucking perverted and shit just because niggas is interested in you. Cut that shit. We're done with that. That was so 2002. While niggas was sitting back acting like because they cared about y'all's opinion so much. You know what I'm saying? We're not in them days no more. We're not about to be told that we're wrong for existing and wrong for our urgencies and shit. Y'all got life twisted. We humans and we got attractions too. Now, when the dude says, "No, I'm not interested," that's when you back off. No, you don't continue to try to spit at somebody, try to get at somebody when they told you that they're not interested or that they're straight. That's when you back off, because then you are disrespecting them and you are crossing boundaries that you don't need to. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's not what's being said. What's being said is all these different niggas is spitting their game at me and I'm not fucking with it. Nigga, get used to it. You can't control nobody else. You can't fight everybody either. So you gonna die behind some bullshit like this? Is what I'm talking about. Weak-minded, childish shit. You know what I'm saying? Not emotionally intelligent at all.
That he is talking about his experience as a heterosexual man who is a
I'm gonna try to fast forward, see if Buddy gets to talking again real quick.
light-skinned black man, or that he has only been approached by friends and children, friends and wives crisis. A person, it's out. I coach.
Man, that shit just spread like wildfire. And that's the way it used to be presented. You know what I'm saying? Such and such came out the closet.
People got so gay. Oh, how black people.
I'm gonna go ahead and react to this too, because they was saying, a lot of people was inboxing me telling me to do this video. I just never got to it. So let me see with the Anton dude.
My lesbian's perspective on this young man's experience. Here is a clip of the YouTuber Anton Daniels, who originally had the clip of the fair-skinned, light-skinned black man who is heterosexual and talking about his negative experiences with down-low, dark-skinned black men. He gives his thoughts about black men being gay or bisexual or DL. And as a warning, it may be triggering to some because it may come off as being homophobic or bigoted and giving the idea that being homosexual or being gay is a problem or an issue. But I want to go over what he says, and I will give you my lesbian perspective in just a moment.
I don't know how black people got so gay. I don't know how that shit happened, bro. Like, that wasn't a thing 20, 30 years ago.
Oh my God.
Like, of course,
it was a trend.
Here we go. Really? A 1940s ass nigga talking? The reason why is because black people have been condemned for being gay so long that niggas have to eventually start being themselves. Niggas was never that straight. Y'all was always brainwashed. Y'all was always lied to. Let's get that clear. We've been here since the day one of human mankind. Look up history. Do your research. Talking about black people. When did black people become gay? Black people are human beings just like white people, Asians, Latinos, and everything else. We ain't no more superior. We ain't no more masculine. You niggas is brainwashed. Y'all niggas is sick. Like, straight up. Dudes need to go get help and need to self-reflect, because you also definitely got to be dealing with your own sexuality issues if you talking like this. This is ignorant as fuck. As successful as this nigga is, and this is what he's saying, this is how ignorant you can be and get to that amount of success, because nowadays you can be a bitch ass nigga that just got some shit that you can say that can relate to a whole bunch of other bitch ass niggas. And because they done put you up on this pedestal and supported you, you think that you something, but really you just a leader of a bunch of common low vibrational beta male ass punks. What are you talking about? The fuck? He already pissed me off. I don't even be getting like that. But let's continue real quick.
Gay people, but this shit is popularized, bro. It's celebrated.
Yeah, it was a trend. Like, when soon as that shit started, soon as it was like a thing where you come out the closet, man, that shit just spread like wildfire. And that's the.
Do you see how dumb these niggas is? So because it became cool, that's why black people is always so big on, like, especially this age group of black men and women. Like, you can tell they Gen X. Like, you can just feel the fucking Gen X coming all off they shit. Like, you could tell that. Basically what I'm saying is, they care so much about black men being influenced a certain way. That's why they don't want gay shit going on in movies and kids shows and all that shit, because they know that black folks is so impressionable, because there's really some shit that goes back down to slavery where black people don't know who they are with the deep within. So that's why every trend that happens, we hopping on it and following it in mass, because black people really don't know who they are and they trying to find identity everywhere they turn. That's why niggas is following NBA Youngboy and all this bullshit, because these is a bunch of lost little niggas, like straight up, all right? Why they're saying, you know, it's not good for shit to trend, why they don't like us to get, you know, rights and everything, like gay marriage and everything, is because that to them means that it's an influence to say that it's okay. Why is it an issue if you're a straight man and you got your shit going on? Why do you feel threatened by gay lifestyle so much? If someone is that way, they are that way. They can't be conditioned to be that way unless basically y'all saying you supposed to be forcing heterosexuality, because if you don't, that gives the people okay to be themselves, and then you never know what they gonna do. So they like the bullshit. They like the fake, you know, illusion of everyone's supposed to be straight because this is how they was raised and how they was taught in their time. So they're trying to force that shit still, not able to just move with the times. As people grow and as time goes on, we evolve as people, y'all. Like, we don't just stay the same. And these niggas is trying to stay the same. You know what I'm saying? Old niggas, old head ass niggas. Like, let's continue.
The way it used to be presented. You know what I'm saying? Such and such came out the closet. What? What does that mean?
They know that black men are followers. Instead of just telling black men to find themselves and be themselves, they can't do that because they don't know who the fuck they are either. You can't be blind leading the blind. Instead, they want to say we all have to make sure the trends align with what our morals and our belief systems are so that our black men are guided in the right way. They don't care that black men be themselves and learn who they are and, you know, prosper that way. They want black men to all fit this one fucking narrative in one suit and be the same way and march to the same beat of the drum. That's not going to happen. That's not real. That's not true, bro.
So you don't think it's always a thing and it was just a secret?
No, I don't think it was as big now.
No, it wasn't this
When
crazy.
you see older
It wasn't
men,
this
for
crazy.
example, and this is maybe just me when I be like traveling and shit. When I see older men that's gay, I see older white men that are
Yeah.
gay.
Oh,
You see that. You don't know who is out here in the world and you don't see everybody. Whatever you see is not just what's happening. I can't stand a motherfucker who think whatever I see, whatever I experience, that's all that's happening. The world revolves around me. If I didn't see it, it didn't happen. She literally just asked a valid question and these niggas go straight into brainwash mode. Oh no, she said some real shit. Oh no. We ain't being lied to now. We too smart for that. We can't be misled as powerful black men. We can't be misguided. I know who I am and what I've seen and what I know. That makes you literally ignorant right there. Having all that pride and shit when it comes to knowledge, man, you niggas is so emotionally unintelligent, and that is the reason why even the most educated, successful black men still is fucked off. That's why all our women is single. It don't even matter the caliber of black men. These niggas is cooked. Come on, bro.
man, I was just about to say.
I don't see a
man.
lot of older black guys that be holding hands, being forthcoming.
I do.
That is and I'm not saying that it ain't older black guys that ain't. That is some new shit with these younger niggas, bro.
No.
Older white men.
Gay just became into black people within the last 30 years. Black people just started becoming gay in the last 20 to 30 years. These niggas don't even, do they be hearing themselves? Man, you can't be real.
And live their truth. Younger black men are becoming obsessed with this shit.
Yeah.
40 and younger.
You heard from the YouTube.
And because all of them are on his panel, they can't even challenge this nigga because they know that this nigga's weak and he's gonna kick them off when I start doing mines again, y'all can tell me y'all's difference of opinion as long as you're respectful with it. But I'm not about to have y'all on here all hush mouth, cat got your tongue, feeling like you can't say shit because a nigga can't even handle it. Like, weak shit. Come on, man.
Anton is basically saying that he believes it's a new thing for black men under the age of 40 being gay or being DL. And he uses an example of where he says he only sees older white men who are openly gay and in couples relationships with men. He says it's rare that you see older black men who are openly gay and in a relationship with a man. And he thinks that the younger men are now being more open about their sexuality, but it wasn't like that 30 plus years ago. He's saying that, but it's a contradiction to what the purpose of the video was of the young man who was light skinned.
These niggas is so mad because they grew up in a time where you really had to deal with some shit if you was to be yourself. They are so jealous that niggas get to be theyself now, because I don't see no real straight heterosexual man being passionate about suppressing gay people. You suppress your inner curiosities, and this is alleged, but this is my opinion from the energy I'm getting. These niggas suppress their inner curiosity so long, and they suppress it so bad that it's so buried down deep that they don't like to see other people get to experience that shit. Something that they had to shun and chuck up so fucking deep. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like that's the issue with them. It's like they've brainwashed them. It's like all this work I did, and I've really brainwashed myself to be somebody that I'm totally not, but I felt was right because of my surroundings. And you mean to tell me there's a new age of people who can do what they want to do regardless of their surroundings? I just did all this mental shit and all this shit for nothing? Oh, nah. I'm going to act like this shit is not supposed to be right because that's what I was told and I had to force it down, so y'all should force it down too. And since y'all can't force it down, there's something wrong with y'all. Y'all not obeying God and his commands, and y'all going against his commands. What? This is the energy I'm getting. Let's continue.
And heterosexual, explaining how he experiences a lot of dark-skinned black men on the DL always coming on to him and how he hates it. Keyword is DL, down low. Down low is something that has been going on for a very long time. And what is happening is a lot of people who identify as heterosexual in the black communities, and there are some people who are same-sex attracted who are guilty of this because of the brainwashing over the years and years that you go through where they stigmatize you for being gay if you are a man. It's considered inferior. They think that you are less of a man. And so, of course, if you come from that kind of environment, you're going to hide your sexuality. You're not going to be open about it. So the young man that was explaining how dark-skinned DL men always approach him because he's light-skinned, he says that they do it and they have wives and girlfriends and children, and nobody would know or suspect that they're gay. Well, there's a reason for that, because they don't want to go through the harsh treatment by being open about who they are, that they are gay men or they are bisexual men. So they do it on the DL. That's the purpose of the DL lifestyle.
Dark-skinned men will hide their sexuality.
Antoine is saying it's new for black people to be gay. It's not new. There are some people who are feeling more confident about coming out as gay, but there are still many people. There is a subset population of people who are on the down low. They will never come out. Or if they do come out, it's going to take some time for them to get to that point.
As I said earlier,
a lot of black men who are on the DL, what they do, which reinforces their down low behavior, is they hang around a lot of heterosexual men. They don't hang around openly gay men or openly bisexual men. And they need to do that. And I'm giving you some life coach insight. They need to hang around more gay men and bisexual men who are confident in their sexuality. They are positive young men or older men.
Sir.
They have a healthy self-image of being same-sex attracted men. Because if these down low men would hang around same-sex attracted men who are open and confident in their sexuality as same-sex attracted men, then they would learn that being a same-sex attracted man is healthy.
However, I'm just going to say this real quick. I feel her. She's 100% right. But what I just realized is everybody acknowledges that black men need to follow somebody. It's like because they're around this crowd, because they're around that crowd. You got Obama and them saying, oh, they need to be around gay men more. Now, now she's saying they need to be around more confident, bi gay men. Like myself, I don't disagree with it. However, what I don't like is that niggas gotta be, I feel like we need to really normalize being ourselves. You know what I'm saying? But I guess a lot of people are saying that you don't know who you are unless you have someone to follow. That's something I can't relate to. So I guess I just am a natural born leader. And that's something maybe that's individual to me and certain other people. But I can't relate to that. I can't believe that you have to have someone to follow, that you have to have someone to look up to tell you who to be. Man, that's crazy. I know it stems from childhood shit. I was told by my people to be myself. If I didn't want to do something, don't do it. And to love myself and that, I'm handsome and all this other stuff. And I feel like I don't think that these men, a lot of black people are not raised to be confident and loving of themselves. So they're always trying to find who they are, man. And I'm sorry, but like even just following us won't really be the right thing to do. Like y'all need to really get to know who y'all selves is and let y'all selves, flourish into who you are as a man. Naturally, not having to follow nobody. You shouldn't have to be a part of no clique, no gang, nothing. You should be able to just be yourself, bro. I just had to say that real quick. But yeah, she's on the money.
They would learn that being a same-sex attracted man is good. And they would know that the life that they think is doom and gloom is not.
And let me just say real quick why that's not good to have a follower mindset. It breeds jealousy and insecurity. And these is the reason why a lot of niggas be snaking their friends and homies and shit and family members and all that. Like all the shit, a lot of shit that happens in the black community is down to, jealousy and shit. And that's because if you are having to look around at everyone else to gauge what value you have, that's an unhealthy mindset right there. You shouldn't have to, because if you have to have if you have to have a leader, that means whatever this person, even their bad parts, you'll say is okay because this is who or whatever, all these different people, even if you're taking it from a bunch of different people, like, yes, take positive things from your family and people who raised you and, things and experiences that you come across and people and everything like that. I'm saying, yes, we all are going to be followers and leaders, but let's not, I feel like black people and black men specifically overdose on following. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the whole Baby Boy movie, it all makes sense. Like, now a lot of shit starting to make sense with the Boys in the Hood, Baby Boy, like it's all coming together as this lost society or lost man. And that's what the whole Baby Boy term was. Like black men are naturally known to just be baby-like. And what do babies have to do? They have to soak up information from somebody. And it seems like that's what they're normalizing black men to stay baby-like. And I don't like that shit. Grow man up and be to yourself. Stop following anybody. Like, get to yourself and learn who you is. without anybody else's opinion, anybody else's anything. I feel like that's the big difference between LGBT men and straight men. LGBT men, we get a lot of solitary. We get to be by ourselves. That's why we be having all this creative shit with fashion and all this other arts and everything that we're so good at, because we have time to ourselves to adventure into those things. Straight men are boxed in so fucking much and controlled that these niggas can't even like be themselves. They don't even know who they are, y'all. They're copies of each other, bro. Real shit. All right, I didn't know that this one was gonna be that long, but I just got passionate on it. So let's continue real quick, and it's almost over. So yeah.
Really doom and gloom. They only think it's doom and gloom because these DL men are always hanging around heterosexual men. And in most cases, they are attracted to toxic, bigoted, homophobic heterosexual men. And so it reinforces their shame. They stay closeted, they stay on the DL because of who they choose to hang around. They need to hang around men who are confident in being same-sex attracted. It actually is mandatory that they do so, because then they will develop a positive self-image and they will be able to be more liberated and more peaceful. They won't feel the need to live on the down low.
And that's the reason why guys like Anton Daniels and them is saying shun them down, because they gonna make it where it's okay to be this way, and then I'm gonna have to address that shit again. And I fought so hard to suppress it already. I found peace. I feel like I don't want y'all bringing that shit back up. I don't want to address that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting from it. Because when you're comfortable and solid in your manhood and who you are and your sexuality, other people living their truth is like good. I'm just glad that they get to do them too. But when you don't get to do you, you don't want other people to get to do them. You feel me? It all adds up. Like, and they're also scared. The reason why they also, a lot of them shun it so much is because they're fucking scared that they're going to like it. A lot of the time they know it. They've already had curiosities about it. They fantasized about it. They just suppressed it. They know that they gonna like it, and that pisses them off, or they're scared that they gonna like it. So it's like, push it away, put it down, shut it down, get it away, When you don't have a problem with something, you have no problem just seeing it, looking at it. It ain't nothing. It's just like, oh, it's just there. But these niggas don't know who they are, so they can't do that. And this is something that a lot of women, they just sitting there like, oh, they feel something's off, but y'all, this is dangerous. This is not good for y'all. These niggas don't know who they is. This is not just gonna stop with their sexuality. When a man is not whole, he can't really hold up no family. He can't lead and shit, bro. He can't. This is why y'all having issues. This is, oh man, it's a lot. It's all connecting. It's all connected. This is why straight folks is having so many issues, and it's mainly in black relationships, because this is the most suppressed society, and now we're going through an age where it's time to like start addressing them big elephants in the room. And a lot of people just, I mean, especially the older you are, the harder it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So it's understandable, but it's just like, nigga, you so lame. Like, you such a loser with money, nigga. You got this successful and you still a sucker ass punk. That shit crazy, man.
Anymore, because they have developed self-love and they have established relationships that are healthy with other same-sex attracted men. Now, they can hang around other heterosexual men, but they need to make sure that these heterosexual men know that they are gay or bisexual, and these heterosexual men need to be supportive. They don't need to be homophobic. At the end of the day, DL men, they actually are very codependent on how other people view them, and they need to work on self-love. They need to seek validation within,
Yeah.
not without.
Straight
They don't
up.
need to rely on another person's opinion of them in order for them to live in their truth.
Straight up.
The black family, the black communities, the majority of them are going to stigmatize black gay men or anyone who is gay, whether you're white or black or male or female. But they'll probably be more harsher towards black people because they don't really think black people are gay. And that is delusional. But they really don't want black people to be gay. They really don't want black people to be gay. That's the bigotry. That's the homophobia and the biphobia. I am Giselle Wallace. Please subscribe to my YouTube.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when you when you a kid in middle school or grade school, and you got a kid that go na 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 boo boo, you can't catch me, and it's like you run and chase them just because, like, and it's not like, basically what I'm saying is like these niggas are the ones that go and follow the chase every time because someone said it, like, oh, you're a loser, na 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 boo boo, you can't catch me, or something like that. Like, if they don't catch them, they'll feel like a loser. Like, they really actually do need the approval of everyone else. And so another thing that I peeped while she was talking is, I know why a lot of people don't address this follower mentality in the black community so much, because they benefit from it. I noticed that if they go to shame you and you don't care, that goes back on them and it makes them self-reflect. People like to be around people. This is how wicked people are. They like to be around people who validate what they say also. So if I call you the, F-bomb, if I say this, if I say that, and it don't trigger you, if it don't piss you off because you're comfortable with yourself, that shit bothers people who are not comfortable with themselves. So when you got a whole bunch of uncomfortable people with themselves, insecure in this way, we got all this other shit going on from slavery. I think why we got such control issues also is because we was used to being controlled by the white people. And then when we finally, it got to ourselves, we knew what we knew. We knew what we was taught by them. So we try to control and condemn a bunch of shit as well. And we don't realize that we're just being the oppressor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the rabbit hole really goes back that deep. This is also why these niggas have such follower mindsets, because really black people don't honestly to the core know where we're from. And when you don't know where you're from, it's hard to really know, okay, what do I do? What should I do? Like, even though we think we know, because we are, we done been free for a long time. We didn't have some generations above us and everything, but we don't take into consideration like all the things that was put in place to suppress us, with the Black Wall Street stuff, with the drugs, the guns, the violence, the war on violence, locking up a whole bunch of dudes, black men, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's deep, so when you take all this into consideration, and then you really have to realize that, like, a lot of where we're going to know who we are is going to come from our immediate father, grandfather, maybe great grandparents. But it's going to be that's all we know of where we're from for the most part. So if you don't get like raised in a nice little cocoon in a nice family who really uphold you and instill morals and values in you, then you're easily swayed all these different ways by the culture, by niggas in the streets, and I think that that's where it all begins, because when you don't have that solid foundation and structure as a kid, it's just easier for you to go all these different ways. You know what I'm saying? So I don't blame them too much for their lost and, for being lost in their absent-mindedness, because they've been, told that they had to suppress it. But it is just such disappointment to me because it just shows how many men really think that they men, but they're really sheep, you know? And it's just crazy how there's a lot of, once you really wake up and you really smell the coffee and you get to looking around you and you just see all these different levels of people in all these different ways. And this is definitely an eye-opener. Anton Daniels is a successful YouTuber. All right, I did used to watch him before. I stopped because I noticed his homophobia and certain shit. But yeah, bro need to go get some help. You know, that's all I'm gonna say on that. So let me know what y'all think about this. Hit them comments up, like this video, and yeah, y'all already know what's up. I'm gonna see you on the next one. Peace.
No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say. No, I don't give a fuck about what anyone say.